Hi guys, it's Numan here once again from Rebel Squad and welcome back to another video. Today we have again with us Mr. Sam and today's video is a little bit different. We are talking about streaming today, and during my streaming career I've been asked many times a lot of questions that what it takes to become a live streamer or a gaming content creator. So I decided why not to share with you guys my experience and also ask our fellow streamers from Singapore, which we have requested to share their gaming setup also, or streaming setups, and let's see what they have to say and what advice they give us.
Hi, hello, Altima here. Here to share some tips about streaming. I think when you create your overlay, when you play your games and you have your box of where you are and animations and text, for me, I think it's useful to try to make them move a little bit so they are not so static and more dynamic. That way, when people look at your stream, it looks a little bit more refreshing and it feels like the production quality is a bit better. Other than that, be yourself, be entertaining. I mean, just talk to the people that you're playing with, but just explain what you're doing, and I think that will make the stream more interesting overall. So that's all.
So yeah, very nice advice from Ultima is you should have a better production quality, dynamic overlays, and be yourself. I'm 100% agree with him because when viewers watch you while you live stream, you have to give them a feel that they can interact with your things, because watching on just a gameplay might be fun for some, but mostly if you can see when you like a video or like a stream, it shows the alerts on there and their name, so viewers feel connected to the streamer itself. And sometimes in my overlays I put the chat on it so everybody can see, because I stream on multiple platforms. I show the chat on the side, and when people like it or talk about something, so they don't get confused at what is going on, so they can read the chat on the side also. So there are a lot of things you can actually include into this into their overlays, and yeah, that's a very good advice. And be yourself. So let's check out his setup, and I'll pass it to Sam to say something about it. So what do you think?
Okay, well, from what I see, it is a very minimalistic setup, of course, with the single monitor. And I also can see two webcams up there, one for the face cam and one for the hand cam. Now, there is a large majority of viewers out there that enjoy watching FPS players with hand cams.
That's right.
Also can see the PC placed neatly by the side. Pretty good looking setup overall, very minimalistic, I would say. Norman, what do you think?
Totally agree. I am like a duo, or I have a 3-screen setup, so I'm very used to it. But yeah, quite nice, quite straightforward and very clean, and like it, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Wheeler KK. I'm a Twitch affiliate. As you can see behind me, that is my setup for gaming and streaming. My advice for people who are interested in streaming is to just do it. Don't procrastinate. Use whatever you have at your disposal and make the best of it.
Okay, so he raised a very good point, and that is to not procrastinate, because I feel like majority of the new streamers out there, they tend to not be really consistent with their content, and that's where it really dies down. It's some great advice to take in as well, because consistency is key in majority of the things that you do, of course.
I agree.
And yeah, his setup also looks pretty good at the behind him right there, and yeah.
So yeah, so let's move to his setup, then see what he have there. Okay, so this one have a dual screen. Nice, I like that. Then I'm assuming that he is also a console player. He have the Nintendo Switch inside, and then he also, I can see the console remotes, which is the PlayStation, I guess. Yeah, that's the PlayStation one. All right. Apart from that, quite straightforward. But one thing I had noticed, what the hell on earth he put inside his PC? Can you tell?
No. It seems like a screen?
It's not the actual characters in terms of physical. I think it's I think it's like a sticker or something. I'm very curious about it. We might ask him what it is. And I noticed also a lot of people, they do use a Razer webcam.
The Razer Kio.
Razer Kio. I never tried that, but I'm assuming it's quite good.
It is a pretty affordable webcam, to be honest.
Okay.
decent for its price, I
Yeah.
would say.
But one thing is very nice about Razer. I really love their mouse. All the mouse you use. What do you call mouse or mice?
Mice.
Mice. Okay, mice. Okay. So all the mice they have, I'm personally using it as well, and quite nice. I really highly recommend that. It's not sponsored video, right?
No, it's not. It's our personal opinions,
personal
guys.
opinion, guys. All right. So just take it in.
Hi guys, this is BB Nuts and I'm a friend of Rebel Squad. Shout out to Rebel Squad for inviting me onto this video. Some tips for you guys out there that are thinking of starting streaming. My only advice would be to just do it. After streaming for 1 year, I find it really exciting and there's a lot of room for creativity and the element of surprise. You never know what will happen. There's no right formula to streaming or what you can do. You know, collaborating with other streamers, brands, or even hosting tournaments. All these were things that I found along the way, and I'm still trying to figure them out. So just get out there, get your gear, and just start streaming and forming your community. If you need some tips and tricks, you can always reach out to Rebel Squad or myself on Instagram, and we'll definitely help you out. So I hope to see you guys around the streaming community, and we'll be in touch. See you guys.
All right, so that was BB Nerds. We started streaming around the same time last year, and I met him a few times also personally. We discussed quite a lot of things about streaming, share our ideas, learn from each other as well, like the other fellow streamers we have here on the video. One thing he mentioned, just do it, because a lot of people do think about doing it and then kind of lazy sometimes, but sometimes they don't know where to start on all these things. So this is one of the very important point. Also, actually, you have to do it. He mentioned that there is no right formula, which is also very correct. You have to find your niche, find your comfort zone to do all what you like to do. If you don't like it, then there is no point of doing it. Forming your own community, yes, it takes time. When you find the right community, and I can assure you that you will love it, because those are the most important element of your streaming, of your content, and of your career also in the streaming. So yeah, just do it.
Okay, so looking at this setup here, it is a very simple setup, a laptop streamer, I would say. Now, personally, I have used a laptop before as well. I know the struggles of it, but he seems to be pulling it off very nicely with that Aftershock laptop, of course. He's also using a C922 webcam from Logitech, and the plant in the middle actually gives off a very aesthetic vibe of it. The cable management is neatly done as well, I would say. It's very neat setup with a 60% keyboard to top it off. You know, it's a very complex setup, but I would say it's very nicely done.
Can you share more about 60% keyboard?
Okay, a 60% keyboard is honestly a favorite for me because it is very small, compact. Most of the keyboard community people would also build 60% keyboards, custom built. I would say the parts will also range up to about 1,000 sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah. It is a very fast-growing community, you know, the keyboard community is very underrated to many, but it is quickly growing as well.
I never used a 60% keyboard before. Did I? I think I did, but I didn't know it's called 60%
Really?
keyboard. Yeah. But now I'm using my AOC keyboards, which you guys have seen also. Quite nice also. I think I used it before, but I didn't know it's called 60% keyboard. Something new to learn today here. All right, cool. That was a setup from our friend BB Nads, and let's move to the next fellow streamer. Let's see what he have to say.
Hello friends of Rebel Squad. My name is Herbert and I'm a streamer on Facebook Gaming. And yes, I play mainly Valorant, and if you guys have already seen me before, you know that I have that big crosshair that many people find it weird, but hey, it's not weird, okay? That's just me, that's my identity. And yes, so that is my advice to all the new and upcoming streamers, is to find your own identity and to go into streaming with the mindset that you're there to make friends, and you'll make the whole streaming process a lot more fun. Yes, when I first started streaming, I just entered as a hobby because I'm that lonely guy that has no friends. So streaming was a way to make new friends and basically people that have the same interest as you. So I hope that advice helped you, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.
Herbert, we are your friends. Don't worry, you are not lonely. I think he said he was before.
Yeah.
Also, now he have a lot of friends. Okay. I am one of them. We are one of them also. Actually, I learned from all these streamers also. So I've been watching them quite a lot, and he's very, very, very right about the finding your own identity. But when you see him playing, he have this big crosshair on the screen, and people love it, and people talk about it. So he found his identity that this is the direction, or this is the people, things, viewers like it. So in my situation, I also found my identity that I was not a pro player. I enjoyed it in this way that you guys came in to teach me on all these paths, like how to play these games, and that I found that this is my identity. I never shy to ask you guys or tell you guys that I don't know how to play this game, and I started asking you, and you guys taught me a lot during those times. So that's how it's very important to find your identity and find that comfort zone where you want to play or you want to stream. Then you will definitely enjoy it. Then let's move to his setup and then see what he have there. All right, so now we have 3-screen setup, my favorite. I mean, because I use 3 screens as well. So we have seen the 1-screen setup, we have seen the dual screen setup, we have seen the laptop setup. So now this time is a 3-screen setup. So wow, we have covered all the areas. People have 5 screens also. Jesus. Okay, so very useful in one way. Because if you have 3 screens, in my situations, I use one for my gameplay, one for my Streamlabs, which streams my games, and one I use for the chat, where I see all your chats and all these things. So quite nice, quite helpful. I mean, you can do from 1, or you can do from 3, or you can do from 5. It depends on you.
Well, honestly, a triple screen setup is what I use as well, for productivity purposes, of course. The ambience of the room seems to be pretty nice as well, with a galaxy projector behind. It gives us a really nice vibe also.
Gaming vibe.
Yeah, it's a very chill gaming vibe, I would say. Other than that, I feel like it's a very nice setup as well, Norman. Would you agree?
Yeah, and I also see you also using the Elgato Stream Deck, which I also use. Very, very useful thing. If you check out my video of my ultimate streaming setup, I'll put the link somewhere here. That one is, you will know why it's so useful. I will highly recommend to have that kind of thing in your streaming setup. Okay, so guys, these are all our fellow streamers and very good advice they all have. I'm very thankful to all of them. Nice setups, and please do check their channels. I will drop all the links at the bottom. I hope that was helpful. I also want to give some advice to some of you viewers if you are into streaming. I've been asked many times a lot of questions. I've been answering a lot also. First thing first is growth. Growth is important. Definitely, if you want to take it as a career, you want to get sponsorships, all these things, definitely a lot of things bind with the growth. There is no one-night formula to become like a huge streamer and all that. If you have seen other streamers, they are doing it for many years. And I also saw and realized when I started to stream, I was thinking, oh, I do this, I do that, I will become so fast. But it's not like that. Growth is slow. Slow and steady growth is the best growth. And people do use different kind of techniques and tips and tricks to grow. But I would suggest, yes, focus on your growth, but don't be very hungry about it. As long as you enjoy it, you will grow. Then you will find the right path, you will find the right niche, you will find the right audience and all those people. That's why growth is important, but it has to be steady, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. It has to be steady and stable. My second advice will be the consistency. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. You have to be consistent, because in the streaming is like when you make a bond with these people, you have to respect also in terms of their time, your time, everything. So they get used to timing, schedules. That's why if we see on the Facebook gaming, Twitch, all other videos even I have seen, they also advise that consistency is one of the main important thing. A lot of streamers, a lot of gamers, streamers do this. They play a few days very consistent, then they disappear. They can't keep it up on the times. I understand it is difficult, but this is one of the very important things. You have to make sure that you are consistent and your viewers know when you go live. Third thing, a live viewer counts. A lot of people talk about it. Even in my streams, when I started to stream, there were times there were only one person watching my stream, and that was the person actually is me myself using the stream, putting my live stream on my mobile to watch. The thing is, right, you should not worry about, if you start focusing on the live numbers, right, you will lose the focus or you will lose the enjoyment which you were supposed to do, like to stream, entertain people and enjoy. That's why I say slow, steady growth, consistency. If you follow all these things, and what our friend says, Herbert said, create your own identity. Ultima said, better production quality. BB Nerds said that do some collaboration and just do it. Wheeler says, be consistent. If you take all these advices in and start working it together, your numbers will grow. There will be a time comes, then you don't even bother about numbers. Even there's a one person watching you or 1,000 people watching you, I think you will start finding it yourself that numbers are actually in that way not important. I think that's all about it. This is what streaming is. Enjoy yourself, be yourself, and make good friends. And apart from that, any advice from you, my friend?
Well, you said every single thing I wanted to say.
Okay, sorry about that. And if you guys have any questions, anything you want to know, we have our Discord server. You can join that. You can direct message me or all other fellow streamers or Mr. Sam. Leave the comment in your comment section, in our comment section under this video, and we'll be happy to answer and as much as we can. Thank you once again for watching. I know this is a long video, but I hope it's useful for you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Bye bye.